everyone. Today I'm going to teach you on how to set up round intervals. Now the first step is to open up your web browser. Now it's preferable to use either Google Chrome or Firefox. Once you've opened up your web browser, just type in the site, which is beta.scoreceo.com. Once we're on the site, here you're going to type in your email address that you'll use to log into the portal and the password. Once we logged in, we're going to go to the right-hand side and click on Configurations. Now, once we find ourselves in Configurations, you're going to click on Company Portal Profile. Here in Company Portal Profile, I'm going to click Edit Now, just so that way I can add in my maximum and my minimum round intervals, and we can make any adjustments to the round intervals. Now here in the round intervals, there are two types of round intervals, minimum and maximum. Now the minimum round intervals, it's going to determine when a new round can be started. And the maximum round interval will determine your cycle when a new round should start. For example, are we 30, 35, or 45 days? Now this is calculated after the last dispute date. So for example, if the case was processed today, it would wait out 30 to 35 days or whichever date you have in the round intervals before a new round can be started. Now what you're going to do is you're going to determine when you dispute your files. So let's say I dispute my files between 30 to 35 days. So what I'm going to do is, since I dispute it in that window of 5 days, I'm going to make sure that my maximum round intervals, it says 35, which that's letting me know that I should start that maximum time of me starting my new round should be 30. And then the minimum, I'm going to make sure it says 30. This is letting me know that I can process the file after day 30. After day 30, I can process that file between day 30 and day 35. I should have the case processed. Because remember, the minimum round interval will determine when you can start a new round. Okay? Once we establish this, we can click Save on the bottom once we have entered in the correct dates. Now, for example, let's say you process a file every 30 days and you don't process any time before day 30 or any time after day 30. So, and it should be processed always on day 30. So if that's something you do, make sure that in the minimum round intervals you place in 30 and in the maximum round day intervals you place in 30. Okay, this is letting the system know that you cannot start a new round until you reach day 30. Okay, now let's say you don't want it to be this way, that you want it to be that you can be able to verify the case between a certain time frame, then you make sure that your minimum round intervals is set up so whenever you can set up the case. So, like I mentioned, in the minimum round intervals, just make sure you enter in the date, enter in the number that you traditionally use between rounds. And then in the maximum is just enter in the number of days that you traditionally wait before you can process a file. Once you have completed, just click Save. By clicking Save, the system will notify you once the save has been successful. And that's how you would adjust any round intervals.